What is going on, everybody? Now, I know I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people with this video, and I'm well prepared for that, but in light of some recent events, I have finally found the need to speak about another YouTuber that I have some issues with. And the YouTuber I'm talking about is Hard8Times. Now, for the record, before I get into the video, I would just like to say that my issues with Hard8Times has nothing to do with anything that he's personally done to me. He's never spoken to me. I have never spoken to him. My issues with Hard8Times has to do with some of the things that he has said and how he has treated other people from what I've seen. Now, some backstory here. My first interaction with Hard8Times was in 2012. I had a friend who made a video pretty much calling out PC fanboyism. And I would love to show you the video, but unfortunately it does not exist. Because my friend deleted his channel because he wanted to do a fresh start. Otherwise, I would definitely show you the video and show you this comment. Because in the comment section was Hard8Times. And Hard8 was a much bigger channel than my friend. I think my friend at the time had like, 100 and something subs, if that? I don't remember exactly. But Hard8 had a lot more than that. And he was in the comment section and he basically trashed the hell out of my friend. Basically insulted him, his appearance, and then even insulted his channel by calling it a dead-ass channel. Now, I'm sure that sounds familiar because he's used that term on other smaller channels before. And when I saw that, I just found it funny that a much bigger YouTube channel took the time to basically insult a much smaller channel just because they did not like them attacking a fanboy group. So I'm assuming at the time, Hard8 was a PC fanboy. Because I don't know why else you would attack my friend's video, unless you're a PC fanboy. So when I saw that, I literally lost respect for him. And in the following years, I would see Hard8's videos pop up more and more often as he gained popularity, and as I discovered more gaming channels in our little community. And I eventually checked out his channel, and he's actually made some videos that I've agreed with. But at the same time, I will always remember that comment that he made towards my friend. And I just find it hard to respect someone who acts like that. And then I've also noticed some other incidents that he's had with other people on YouTube. Case in point, he had an issue last year with another YouTuber that I follow called 1316Killer. Apparently, he did not like the fact that 1316Killer took one of his catchphrases and used it in one of his videos in a comedic fashion. Apparently, Hard8 got so upset at that, he made an almost 1 hour rant video about it. And when I saw that, I was like, dude, are you that sensitive over something like a meaningless 15-second joke? Like, you're called Hard8Times. You present yourself like you're this hardcore tough guy. And yet, you act this sensitive over something so stupid, like a joke. Honestly, when I saw that, I was like, man, you should be called Soft8Times. Honestly. If you can't take a little joke like that, and even 1316Killer went to him and went, dude, just take the joke. But of course he couldn't, and they went back and forth in a series of videos, which honestly ended up with Hard8 pretty much just insulting 1316Killer over and over again. Now, in my view, if you're in a discussion with someone, a back and forth discussion, whether it's through text or video, and then you just constantly just lobby insult after insult at them, and that's the majority of what you say, then in my opinion, you lost. You lost that discussion. And that is why you're just doing nothing but insults, because you have nothing of value to add to the discussion. So when I saw that, I just lost even more respect for Hard8. And then just recently, he had an issue with another YouTuber named JackMoveJohnny. Now, I have some history with JackMoveJohnny. I used to be part of a website, believe it or not. A gaming website called 30K Polygons that we were writing about gaming articles, and I was part of that site, and so was JackMoveJohnny. That was my first introduction to him and his channel. Now, unfortunately, that site did not work out, which is unfortunate, but that's how I discovered his channel, and I started watching his videos. Now, recently, him and Hard8 had a back and forth. And I think it was over the fact that Hard8 did not like another YouTuber that Jack Move Johnny associated with. And once again, this is him pretty much just getting butthurt over something so meaningless. You're going to have friends, you're going to have associates that are going to associate with people that you don't care for. I've had friends that associate people that I don't care for, but I don't take it out on them because they're still a friend to me. They're still nice to me. That's just the way life is. Not everyone is going to like everybody. But apparently he just got upset at Jack Move Johnny over that, and they pretty much had a little back and forth. And I was noticing on Twitter that almost everybody who was liking Jack Move Johnny's video was getting blocked by Hard8Times. And there was someone on there who pretty much commented on that. Somebody who was once a friend of mine named Eric Cuts for the Win. She basically commented that what Hard8 was doing was pretty much like a crap gamer move. Now, if any of you don't know what crap gamer does, if you like a video and crap gamer's handle is tagged in it, it's going to pop up on his Twitter. He will immediately block you. He has done that many, many times. I've actually seen it firsthand. And that's all she commented, was that was a crap gamer-like move. And his response to her was that he called her a whore. And I heard that in his video that he made. And I find it funny that he immediately backtracked. Like, he called her a whore and then went, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, my bad, I didn't mean it, my bad. Dude, you did mean it. You meant every word. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said it. You don't say stuff like that unless you mean it. I wonder how Hard8 would feel if somebody like me would call him the N-word. And then, what if I called him the N-word and then followed that up with, "Oh no, I'm sorry dude, my bad, I didn't mean it, my bad, I didn't mean it." What if I did that to him? You know, I wonder what his reaction would be. I wonder what his reaction would have been. Oh, he probably would have flipped his shit. And he wouldn't have taken my apology afterward. And honestly, if that did happen, he would be right in that regard. You don't say stuff like that unless you mean it. And he did mean it when he called Erica a whore. So, once again, this is just how he treats other people. Just based on the fact that they just disagree with things that he does. If they just disagree with them, he just calls them that. Like they just personally insulted his character. It's just unbelievable. And then, recently, I watched the latest Weapon Wheel podcast. I sometimes, occasionally, check out the podcast. Because sometimes they've been really entertaining, and sometimes they really haven't been. At least to me. And on the recent episode, Hard8 basically ranted about race. And he made a comment that black people, it's impossible for black people to be racist. And I'm so sick and fucking tired of hearing, not just him, other people have made that statement too. I'm sick and tired of hearing statements like that as an excuse to pretty much defend how some people, black people, can be racist. A couple months ago, there was a big news story about 4 black kids, I think it was in Chicago. They captured and tortured the special needs white kid. They even scalped his hair. All the while saying in the background, "Fuck white people, fuck white people." I'm sorry, if that's not racist, I don't know what is. But in Hard8's mind, in his view of the world, nope, that's not racist. But if you flip the script, and it's 4 white kids torturing a black kid, oh, yep, definitely racist. And when he was talking about that over and over again, I just got so irritated. Not just because that worldview is just ignorant in general. It's also because, when I watch a gaming podcast, I don't want people's politics injected into it. I don't. I don't watch gaming podcasts for that. It's just like that. It pisses me off when you have a lot of these SJWs inject their political agendas into games and into gaming topics. It's the same thing, and it irritates the fuck out of me. So, yeah, I think that's about it, honestly. It's just, and I know that some of you watching this video, you're probably a fan of his, and that's fine. You can be a fan of his. And in some retrospect, I can understand that because he's actually made some videos that are pretty good. But I'm just giving you my view of why I honestly can't respect the guy. I just can't, based on the things that I just listed. And to be perfectly honest, I know the Weapon Wheel podcast, I know they want to make it big. I know they want to reach a higher goal when it comes to notoriety in the gaming industry, and that's perfectly fine. Honestly, I just don't see how they're going to do it with Hard8 there, because people in the industry are going to take one look at just some of the things that he has said, and they're going to immediately just distance themselves from that podcast. Now, I'm not telling them what to do. I don't tell people what to do. But honestly, I just don't see how they're going to achieve their end goal with him in it, because of the way he treats other people and just his views on life and stuff. I just don't see how that's going to happen. So, alright, I think I've ranted on long enough. Please let me know what you think about this video, and if you don't like this video, perfectly fine, and it is what it is. I am well prepared for the hate that I may get from this. So, alright, until next time, you all have a good one.